Howdy, folks. I got April 22nd, about 2:30 Pacific Standard Time today. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's being well, being safe. Just taking a little break myself. Let me see here. So I want to just talk about Malika Bryant. That's a young girl out there in Columbus, Georgia. Okay, if it's Columbus, Ohio, my bad, but I'm pretty sure it was Columbus, Georgia. Okay, um, it's a lot of trending about that 16-year-old girl that got killed. Okay, by a cop. All right, so a little bit about Columbus. That's not really a big time city or whatever. All right, probably a couple of 300,000 people. It's known for Fort Benning. Okay, the Army base, big Army base down there. So there's probably going to be a lot of military and a lot of veterans down there. My family, for a while, they lived about an hour south down there back in the day. Okay, had farms and all that. So that's just a little bit about that area between like Columbus and around that area, the southwest part of Georgia, very southwest tip or whatever. Okay, Phoenix City and all that. Okay. So off that, yeah, she gets killed by a cop. Now, what happened was the cops got called, Columbus police, and they were responding to like a fight or like maybe slash domestic violence incident. Okay, I don't know what the fight was about. All right, but the cop got there, and I think there was a couple other cops that got there about the same time. There was like two or three young ladies arguing over I don't know what. All right, one I do know one was 14. I don't know what the other ages of the other girl is, and then Malika Bryant, which I think was 15 or 16. Okay, and the cop wanted to assess the situation, and Malika Bryant's father and mother was out there on the scene. Okay, so it was a skirmish. It broke out in front of the cop. The girl killed Malika pulls a knife out to try to stab the other young lady, and the cop had pulled out his gun or whatever and shot the girl to death. Shot her like 4 times. Okay, so I'm saying right now, I know that some people may not agree. That cop has already been labeled as a hero. He's getting off. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And I know that she's a kid and all that. All right, but he saved that other young girl's life. Okay, because had it not been for that, that girl would have stabbed up Malika would have stabbed up that other girl. All right. One thing you need to if you listen to this video, to understand about a situation like that. Now, I'm telling you, all right, from doing security work and that type of stuff. All right, I did some security work when I was in the Army. That when the police gets called to a domestic incident, some type of standoff or something to that effect, hostage siege slash hostage situation, they're not looking at who's a kid and all this other stuff. All right, they are looking at, number one, they identify the assailants or whoever eager aggressors, all right, that's involved in an incident like that, number one. And number two, okay, is to save those who's ever the innocent or the attacked or the hostage. Okay, so in that case, that being said, that they either going to apprehend the eager aggressors or they're going to remove you, one of the two. All right, and a cop came and pulled up while this is going on. Now, I'm just thinking in the civilized, if people were being civilized in that matter, that they just would have stopped doing what they were doing and talked to the police and talked that out. And probably at the end result, somebody would have just had to leave for a while, for at least a day or two. Okay, now, I'm not going to sit up and say, yes, I will say the father, okay? Partially the father, because if the cop came, then the father just would have said, look, as a man of the house, honey, go in the house or whatever, okay? But he was participate in it. I know he wanted to defend his home and all that, but he pushed the 14-year-old girl down, one of the girls or whatever, all right, that wanted to fight that girl, Malika, and then kicked her in the head, which was unnecessary, all right? Now, he should have apprehended his daughter or should have tried his damnedest to do that. So I want to say that partially it was him. But why would a young girl or whatever, a young lady, where we get taught to respect the cops, you gonna pull out a knife in front of a cop? Okay, but people do dumb stuff like that when they try to swing on somebody in front of a cop. All right, and the cop just did what he had to do. Now, he didn't realize it was a kid till after the fact. I think the father had, pleaded, hey, there was a kid and all that, and the mother had pushed him away from the cop or whatever. Now, the mother seemed like she did not want to be confrontational because I think that she knew or whatever, okay? She knew that her daughter was wrong. And I feel that man's pain and all that. But I made a couple of videos about we have to do better. And in a situation like that, everybody should have stopped. The father probably should have apprehended his daughter, okay, and let the cops or whatever do whatever they had to do. Somebody would have had to leave. But that's what happened in that situation. That cop is going to get off, okay? He told her to drop the knife. She didn't do it. Or told her to get away from the girl. She didn't do it. Told her to chill out. She didn't do it. And, the girl, unfortunately, had to be put down. So rest in peace to Malika Bryant. My condolences go out to the family. But, man, when they got those cops come or whatever, all right, and when they start giving commands, y'all better respect those commands or whatever. If you're mistreated, all right, get the badge number, get a lawyer, go handle it in court or whatever, all right? You work it out there in a different situation. So all this stuff about, they can look in it, Black Lives Matter or whatever, but when they get that, IE investigation and all that, it's nothing really they can do. It's just an unfortunate situation. I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again. I just hope this is something that, we can learn from or whatever, all right? And not to let our emotions or whatever dictate our, critical thinking or, our thought process, okay? To be able to think things out with intelligence. And if you like to, I'll just say subscribe, share, leave your comments or whatever if you're interested in the videos. Rest in peace once again there, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to leave it with that. The cop has already been labeled a hero, and it is what it is, all right? Nothing's going to happen with that cop. He's off. All right, peace.